They are the team of Becky Nyxx, the Anarchist, Aiden Rayne, and the Grinder, Mark Shaw, together
Absolute Anarchy, former Pro Wrestling Ontario Trios Champions, losing the belt to Yatestrike in the Foundry tapings that took place over lockdown because Corey Stone turned his back on the Grinder Mark Shaw. We have the Anarchist Aiden Rayne, we have the Grinder Mark Shaw, and Miss Becky Nyxx. Both men closed in on Corey Stone and cost him his #1 contendership for Wade Allen's Internet Championship. And tonight they join forces for one more time, taking on the Trios Champions in Yatestrike.
And their opponents, they are the current reigning PWO Trios Champions, the team consisting of Scumbag Yates, Tyler Aero, and Forte. Together, they are
Well, a little bit of discontent breeding between 2/3 of our champions there, but
Well, that's nothing new. We saw problems at our last event with both of the veterans trying to influence their younger teammate.
absolutely. Mike Forte and Scumbag Yates coming to a little bit of a disagreement. Fans seem to be behind Yatestrike a little bit here. Not quite the rip-roaring reception that they received the last time they were here at Mainway Sports.
Well, maybe they've come to some kind of agreement amongst themselves. We'll see in the course of this match. There better be some kind of cohesion if they want to keep the Trios Championships.
Aiden Rayne stepping in front of Mark Shaw. Now remember, Trios rules are in effect in this match. Tags do not need to happen for a new person and a new competitor to come in. All you need to do is cross the thresholds of the ropes and a fresh partner can come in and relieve you.
These are really people that I'd want to live next door to. Just
Doesn't look like a fun neighborhood.
I mean, Yates especially looks like the kind of guy that you'd be calling the cops on a lot. I think, if they move in next door, he comes up and introduces himself as, "Hi, my name is Scumbag." Chances are I'm having 52 division on speed dial by the end of the conversation.
Tyler Aero and Aiden Rayne starting off tonight's championship matchup. Notice the knee brace on the left leg of Aiden Rayne. He was on the shelf for many months after a vicious knee attack.
And if I know Aiden Rayne, he's not going to be afraid to use that brace as an offensive weapon given the opportunity.
Absolutely not. Tyler Aero starting to fight out of it a little bit, feeding shots to the midsection into a waist lock of his own. Aiden Rayne trying to break the hold. Aiden Rayne wiggling out.
I mean, I'd take that brace off and beat somebody half to death with it given the chance. Well, I mean, that's just me, and I'm a bad person inside, so.
Rayne had Aero in that full Nelson and then right into a hammerlock. Has him in that side headlock, brought him right down to one knee. Applying the pressure, trying to stay on top and try to keep Tyler Aero grounded in tonight's matchup. Aiden Rayne very much a striker. Tyler Aero very much a high flyer. Rayne being very smart thus far, trying to keep Aero grounded. Going for that hip toss. Nobody's home. Fights out of it a little bit. What are we seeing here? Shoots him off. Spanish no.
In my day, we called it a Mexican arm drag. I don't know if that's. Are we not allowed to do that anymore?
I guess we'll find out.
All right.
As we have Mike Forte and the grinder Mark Shaw in the ring now. Shaw able to back Forte up into the corner. Will we see a clean break? Very surprising. All right, Forte, always a gentleman. Grinder Mark Shaw, we're never really too sure which Mark Shaw we're going to get when he steps in the ring, but Forte has him backed up into the corner. Will we see a clean break on behalf of the Trios champion?
And we do.
Okay, so maybe he's not quite sipping the Scumbag Kool-Aid all the way. He still seems to be putting in the brakes.
Scumbag Kool-Aid is the worst mixed cocktail at any bar I've ever been to.
Forte with the wrist control, has him in that arm wringer, trying to keep it close so that way Shaw cannot get to his chest, but that's the thing about Shaw, is he's just a bull in a china shop. Back elbow leveling out the champion. Shaw hits the ropes.
Oh!
The man's been wrestling for over 17 years. You can't just trip him.
Forte tried to get cute with him, and Shaw taught him that cute is not his game. Hey, cute is not his forte. Thank you.
Speaking of Forte, beautiful execution on that drop kick. Shaw rolls out of the ring, leaving Becky Nyxx able to be the legal competitor in tonight's matchup. But will Forte's got trouble hitting the ladies.
Well, this is a mistake on Mike Forte's part.
We are intergender open weight wrestling. If you're in the locker room, you're gonna have to be comfortable with locking up with a lady from time to time.
If you're in the ring, you gotta take that swing. Man, she's got a jaw just the same as any of her male tag team partners. Put knuckles on it. Put knuckles on. Look, that's what Scumbag's gonna do.
Fisticuffs. Wrist control has that top wrist lock. Sorry, arm wringer holding it close to the chest. Scumbag able to gain control. Scumbag has a hammer lock on, getting a hold of that elbow, wrenching it in deep. Becky Nyxx trying to wiggle out, trying to get that side headlock and get her arms free. She manages to do so, keeping Scumbag right by her side, in her control.
Okay.
Headlock takeover.
Now, I'm surprised at Scumbag Yates, because here's a guy, little handful of hair. Here's a guy that we've seen do some of the most dastardly things in PWO. And right now, this is a scientific wrestling contest between him and Becky. He's keeping it fair and even. And I wonder how long that is going to last. At a certain point here, I really do expect him to put five knuckles across her chin.
Oh, absolutely. Scumbag Yates definitely is a pure wrestling enthusiast, but we've all seen what he can do in the ring. He can get a little vicious. Sometimes he doesn't like to play by the rules. Sometimes he takes a suicide dive when nobody's there and just eats the floor.
Oh, look, and he's showing the crowd a fist.
Aero's on his side. He knows you're trying to defend a championship. She ducks under that. We see interesting maneuver. Yates wiggling out of the ring. Aero getting right in there. Ducks the line. All right. Beautiful maneuver. All right. Scumbag Yates is legal, though. Sick kick across the face. Potentially. Nice big boot. Headlock takeover.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Kick across the spine. Jaw-jacking his opponents and the former champions, Aiden Rayne and Mark Shaw. Goes for the cover. Hand right across the face. Becky gets the shoulder up just in the nick of time. She definitely needs to get out of the ring so one of her fresh teammates can come in and aid her, and maybe they'll stand a chance in this matchup.
This is the Yates I was expecting to see a little earlier, a little sooner, but he's here now. He's here now. God bless him.
As Steve Brown would say, better late than never. Becky Nyxx starting to fight out, but Scumbag just feeds that knee shot right to the midsection, going for the cover for the championship. Nyxx kicks out just in the nick of time, but she desperately needs to cross those ropes and get a fresh man in this matchup. She needs to get out of the ring, and she needs Mark Shaw or Aiden Rayne to help her out. Shaw just walking away from that one a little bit. Lock takeover. Yates stares. Another kick straight across the spine of Becky Nyxx.
Now, Yates is doing a smart thing, dragging Becky into his corner, to his cutting the ring in half and dragging Becky to his half of the ring. I am surprised that Aiden Rayne and
Oh, she gets out of the way. Nobody home. Scumbag eats the canvas. She's going for that tag, and she gets in the anarchist Aiden Rayne. And a stiff shot to Tyler Aero. A back elbow to Mike Forte. Scumbag Yates is in the ring. Heel kick didn't quite get all of it, but Aiden Rayne is fired up. Aero's ready for him, though. Couple of stiff shots across the face. Aero not afraid to get a little bit more vicious, a little bit more ferocious.
And that is the influence Scumbag Yates, and it's paying dividends right now as Aero is taking control over Aiden Rayne. Oh.
Stiff chop on behalf of Tyler Aero. Rayne tries to fight back with a chop of his own.
Now, the other thing he has to do, Yates should have taught him, cut that ring in half. Keep Rayne away from his own corner.
Even his own corner, but also you gotta try to keep him more grounded in the center, because as soon as he gets under that bottom rope, Mark Shaw or Becky Nyxx can come in blindside Tyler Aero straight from behind.
Yep, Trios rules. And right now, that's what he's done. He's grounded him. He's wearing on him, grinding on him.
Aiden Rayne trying to fight out of that side headlock, but Aero is just hitting him with those clubbing blows across the back, setting him up for looks like a suplex. Beautiful execution.
Hanging on to him.
Go roll through, rush, side rush and leg sweep.
He's going for the cover.
Hooks the outside leg, but Aiden Rayne kicks out at 2.
And Rayne close to the ropes. Rayne could roll out right now and enable one of his partners to come in. But Aero hangs him up on that middle rope.
Mark Shaw, though, looks like he's coming in from behind. Charles Blackwell doesn't quite see it, but Yates is... What is happening here? This is just chaos.
And now that Shaw comes in, he's a distraction to the ref. He's got him. The ref has to force him back out. His partner ends up in a corner where he could get triple teamed.
Absolutely. Tyler Aero feeding shots to Aiden Rayne as he's backed up into the corner there. And he pokes him in the eye. It's not often, though, you see this, that like one of their teammates is reacting similarly to their opponents. Aiden Rayne, though, showing a little bit of life at him, ducks under that clothesline. Both men hit the ropes.
Oh, double clothesline, both men down. If Rayne, who is close to the ropes, can roll out under, Mark Shaw, who is bouncing up and down, just a bundle of energy right now, could come in. But Rayne, dazed, is going for the tag.
Rayne just instinctively going for that tag. We have Mark Shaw and Scumbag Yates, but Forte's in right behind him. Clubbing blow to Forte, knocking him down with those lariats.
And Shaw just wailing on all three men. Big splash.
Classic Mark Shaw. And a splash for you. And a splash for you. He's kind of like the Oprah Winfrey of the corner splash.
Oh, but Yates out of the corner with the big foot.
Oh, super kick across the jaw of Scumbag Yates. Forte follows up with a devastating knee.
Shaw's ready.
And a spear. And Corey Stone. I mean, like, fair is fair, but, like, Shaw should know better than to get distracted with this nonsense.
And it leaves Becky alone for her team.
Beautiful execution, managing to level out Tyler Aero, both legal competitors. Aero trying to get his way out of there.
But Yates at ringside sees what's going on, and he is now stalking Becky. He's taking a deep look at her.
Becky is a little bit too concentrated on Tyler Aero and doesn't see Scumbag behind him. Behind her, my apologies, and a stiff shot right across the face sends Becky down. Charles Blackwolf is just stunned. What will we see here next? Yates applying the pressure. She's just knocked out.
The knockout punch.
And still
Knockshot applying the chokehold. He just won't let go. Aiden Rayne just coming to the aid of his partner in tonight's matchup, which I don't blame him.
A little, too late on the part of Aiden Rayne. Where was he when Becky was getting her block knocked off? And now, right in the mommy daddy button, Aiden Rayne is down.
Aiden Rayne Forte is just getting in the face. What is John Greed?
Greed.
Why is... What? Whoa, what's Yates saying? For over too long, Yates has been saying somebody is coming. Did he mean Greed?
Well, it looks like it is. What does this mean for the rest of this group?
Aero pushing Forte out of the way. Forte trying to save Becky. What is happening here?
It looked like Greed was going for the package pile driver. And Forte
is helping her to safety.
Helping his opponent when there's already dissension in this team.
But he's calling for Aiden Rayne. He's going to go give the package pile driver to him. He doesn't care. Somebody's going to take it.
Oh!
John Greed leveling out Aiden Rayne in the center of our ring. Forte looks flabbergasted. Yates just looks proud of himself. Aero seems to see. Sorry, wow. First day with a new mouth. I'm just speechless.
Well, it seems to me, Greed's calling for the microphone. We don't have to speculate. John Greed is going to tell us himself.
Your need to be connected during this pandemic has forced you to miss what's right in front of your face. See what you're doing right now, looking at your screen. You were too busy looking at your screens to see what was right in front of you, and that means we are here. And there is nothing that any of you can do about it. Tyler Aero is here. Scumbag Yates is here. John Greed is here. Where the hell are you? Not this way. If you think this is the worst, then you and everyone else has no idea what's next.
Greed just staring a hole right through Mike Forte. Saying he's done. And the 5-ton frog splash.
Oh, John Greed never disappoints.
Whoa, Forte. Getting in that.
It looks like Mike Forte has a decision to make. It is either get on board or get what Aiden Rayne just got.
Fans not sure what to think. Forte looking perplexed, not sure what to make of this situation. Forte just staring down at the carnage that his teammates have left in his wake. But John Greed was the voice in Scumbag's head all along. Forte still at odds with Aero, still talking with him.
Yates has got the belts. He's handing them out. Is Forte getting one? Uh-oh. Greed has Forte's belt in his hand.
I mean, at the last show, I thought we were beginning to see the beginning of the end for our Trios champions, but now with John Greed in the midst, they're looking as confident as ever, even though Forte does look like a deer in the headlights.
And Aero just talking such smack to Mike Forte right now. Aero has obviously made his decision on his direction.
Absolutely.
And now it's time for Mike Forte to decide, does he like having a championship belt over his waist, partners to share the ring with? Because if not, he can look just beyond that belt in his hand at the smeared, tattered remains of Aiden Rayne and figure out what's coming next.
As he lays the belt down and goes to help Aiden Rayne, we have John Greed, Scumbag Yates, and Tyler Aero basking in their glory. And he's just waving a kiss goodbye of sorts to Mike Forte. Scumbag Yates throwing his wrist tape. Forte, ever the sportsman, helping former champion Aiden Rayne out of the ring.
Tournament winner and the new PWO OpenWeight champion. It is now time for your main event.
Fans and excitement for the third annual Pro Wrestling Ontario Iron Cup Tournament.
At 190 pounds and hailing from
Rip Impact making his way to the ring. Must be feeling very well rested after not having to wrestle in his semifinal match, except for the part where he just kind of beat the crap out of a very injured man for a little bit, but that's besides the point. Very well rested as he's about to take on the Night Train Justin Sane. He's gone full tilt in, what's it been, 20 minutes?
Yeah. Well, listen, cardio, thy name is Rip Impact. This guy does not get tired. So you want to go an hour? You want to go 3 matches? Then go an hour. The fact that Rip Impact. The fact that Rip Impact basically got to take a match off, basically got a bye into these finals, only helps the high-risk hero.
As the Night Train Justin Sane, hometown hero himself, coming to the ring. Rip Impact looking extra cocky, extra ready. But Justin Sane is in the finals of the Iron Cup tournament, 2 tournaments in a row. I almost said years, but you know, we can't say that anymore. But back-to-back Iron Cup finals, Can the Night Train, Justin Sane, do the impossible? Can he defeat the high-risk hero, Rip Impact? We have had a lot of ups and downs here tonight. Rip Impact and Justin Sane have, well, quite an uphill battle ahead of them, gaining control of this crowd, which actually is taking no time at all. And here we are. Will it be Rip Impact or will it be Justin Sane walking away? Your fourth Pro Wrestling Ontario Openweight champion.
I saw you counting on your fingers, trying to figure it out, buddy.
And I still got it wrong because it's fifth. Moving on. Justin Sane, Rip Impact sizing each other up. We mentioned earlier Justin Sane almost like a shark smelling blood in the water, but Rip Impact is just, he's finding any weakness in the room right now and zeroing it out.
Well, I don't know about smelling blood in the water, but Rip Impact, he threw the title belt.
And we have a new champion.
He threw it on the mime. I don't know about smelling blood in the water, but Rip Impact has certainly smelled gold in this ring. And he has decided, forego whatever veneer of friendliness he puts on for this crowd. He wants this title, and he's willing to do whatever it takes, whatever underhanded tactics it might take to win. And, hey, listen, I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to predict that Rip Impact is the Iron Cup champion and new Openweight champion of PWO. Going out on a limb.
I don't know if we can trust the validity anymore because you've said that a lot tonight. But
hey, look, there were 8 people in the tournament. I only said it 5 times.
Fair point, fair point.
So, I mean, 5/8's believable.
Going for the lockup, Justin Sane has Rip Impact in that waist lock. Rip Impact trying to fight towards those ropes and getting a hold. Getting that right leg through the middle. Oh, Justin Sane.
Wow.
A little bit of that aggressive side you were talking about earlier.
Yeah. See, and we're getting that out of both of these competitors because you see that Rip has, as I said, he's torn away that veneer of being conciliatory, being friendly, being a beloved fan favorite, a local hero. And now he's up against the guy who you have all night called a hometown hero, who has a vicious side of his own that has yet to be unleashed, could be in this match. And at that point, it's just 2 beasts tearing at each other for one prize.
Absolutely. Top knuckle lock, but Rip Impact manages to get the better of that situation. Night Train down on one knee.
Down on one knee and shaking out his arm. He might be down to 1 arm, 1 leg.
Sends him crashing into that ring post. That's 2 posts in one night so far that Justin Sane has hit.
Uh-oh. Oh! Just a big kick, jamming that arm, jamming that shoulder even further. Up against the ring post, the immovable object.
Justin Sane trying to create a little bit of space between him and Rip Impact, saying, "Get off my back." Kick to the midsection. Nice stiff chop across the throat. Rip has no problem backing up now.
And you can hear this crowd getting loud for Justin Sane on offense.
Justin Sane almost doing that with 1 arm, but Rip, stiff shot across the face of the Night Train. And zeroing out the biceps and triceps and the arms of the Night Train. Rip Impact very meticulous with his wrestling. Traditional lucha style, lots of technical wrestling from the high-risk hero. And now that he's unleashed this slightly more vicious side, I mean, there can't be much standing in Rip Impact's way. Oh.
And talking so much smack directly into Justin's face.
One-handed, beautiful flapjack. Has the leg drop and the elbow drop. As he hits a nice flurry of offense, showing shades of anti-hero SOS and has the cover. Kick out at 2. Definitely showing shades of the former champion anti-hero SOS there with this snot rocket across the face of Rip Impact. Justin Sane with one arm hoists Rip Impact on his shoulder. Rip starting to fight out. Manages to get out and sends him into that corner once again, continuing the assault on that left shoulder.
But that one-armed lift gave Rip Impact the time and the room. To maneuver his way out. And now we see the high-risk hero putting even more damage on that left arm of Justin Sane's.
The high-risk hero coming off the top turnbuckle, double stomp across the back of the elbow and tricep of the Night Train Justin Sane. Justin Sane is definitely feeling the impact from that driving force down on him.
Very punny of you.
Night Train starting to fight out, still only able to use his right arm. Rip Impact knows it though. Grabs a hold of that left. Beautiful side Russian leg sweep. Keeps a hold of him. Into a cover. Kick out at 2.
Very, very deft control there of his opponent by Rip Impact. Does not release contact. Is able to transition from the right side Russian leg sweep into the pinning combination. Only gets the 2, but this is Rip Impact at his best.
Very meticulous, targeting that left arm and left shoulder of the Night Train Justin Sane, trying to whittle away his offense repertoire. So that way Rip can leave and walk out tonight, our new OpenWeight champion. Fans not shying away to tell Rip Impact exactly how they feel. Justin Sane ducks under the chop. Nice kick to the midsection, follows it up with a right strike. Shoots Rip off into the corner, but Rip leapfrogs over, but lands awkwardly on that left knee.
Oh no, we've already seen Wade Allen lose the Internet Championship tonight due to an injury. Are we about to see the same thing happen here in our openweight title match?
Well, I mean, if that's not karma, I don't know what is.
Well, our referee is checking on Rip Impact right now. A decision might have to be made.
Rip Impact back up to his feet. Kind of, no.
Brad Myers relaying information to Justin Sane, who is waiting to see what's going on.
Justin Sane doesn't care, though. He's going in for... He was playing possum, hit him with that cross chop. Devastating right down on that left shoulder.
Well, there, if you had any questions about Rip Impact's lower body fitness.
We want to talk about shades of anti-hero SOS. I mean, that kip up into the
jumping jacks.
Thank you. I'm not too physical.
Look who you're talking to.
Justin Sane charting to try to fight out, trying to get back to a vertical base. And a slap right across the face of Rip Impact. Going to send him off into the ropes, but Rip is ready and reverses. Drop kick. Justin is hung up.
He's caught. He's caught. This is free shots time, baby.
Referee Brad Myers trying to help Justin Sane out, trying to relieve the pressure.
Rip has to stop John with the crowd and take advantage of this situation while it exists. Right to the arm.
Him.
Again to the arm.
Rip Impact beautifully teasing that chop to throw Justin Sane off his game and viciously continuing the attack on that left shoulder and arm of the Night Train.
So smart from Rip Impact, so smart.
Trying to cut the dream short. But Sane rolls through from the sunset flip.
Huge bridge, powerful neck of Rip Impact, able to bridge out of that pinning combination. But now, in trouble.
Rip starting to try to fight out, draped over the top rope. Oh! Beautiful maneuver, turns it into a triangle hold over the top rope and kicked him in the forehead on the way down.
The heel kicks as Rip Impact knows that he's about to lose control of the maneuver. Getting in those heel kicks, just a little added punishment for Justin Sane. Rip is wrestling the match of his life right now. The mistake he's making is wasting time jawing with the humanoids at ringside. He has to stay on Justin Sane. Every time he has given Justin Sane just a little bit of respite, Justin's come back. Look, getting to his feet right now. Stay on him. Take that title. Jaw at the crowd afterwards once you're champion.
Absolutely. Beautiful step up enziguri though on behalf of Rip Impact. And continuing the assault. 2 double knee right across that left shoulder. Going for that sliced bread. Sane.
Oh, he's caught him. He caught him.
The strength of Justin Sane.
What's he going to do with him?
And the squat. 2 squats. Inverted, squatted, stalling suplex. Beautiful execution on behalf of the Night Train, Justin Sane. Has the cover.
Big kick out from Rip Impact.
Justin Sane had just enough energy to just lifelessly throw his one arm over Rip Impact. If he had any more strength within him at that moment, we very well could be looking at a new champion.
And that is Rip Impact's one hope right now, is that was the last of Justin Sane's energy. He needs to get to his feet and get on offense as quickly as possible.
Absolutely. Rip Impact probably thinking sliced bread, probably thinking for a ripcord. How is he going to try to set up the Night Train, Justin Sane, as both men are battling on their feet, exchanging shot for shot, devastating blow for devastating blow.
The problem for Justin Sane right now is that he is a one-armed man in a paper hanging contest. Rip Impact needs to pour on the heat here. Oh, there you go!
Stomping on the toe of the Night Train, Justin Sane, able to get under there. Oh! Beautiful ripcord facebuster on behalf of Justin Sane, trying to hoist him up again, one-handed. Beautiful execution.
Justin's pointing at the top rope. He wants to go up. He wants to finish this, and he thinks that if he hits one final devastating blow, it'll be all over for the high-risk hero, Rip Impact.
For the first time in a Pro Wrestling Ontario ring, will we see death from above?
Oh!
And we have a new champion! Back-to-back Iron Cup victories and brand new OpenWeight champion, Burlington's own, the Night Train, Justin Sane. Now Matthew Grant can finally shut up about being the only one to win the belt in the tournament. Now he's got to catch up to Justin, because now we have a new OpenWeight champion, the Night Train, Justin Sane, hometown hero.
And PWO, as the crowd chants his name and goes wild for him, PWO could not have asked for a better representative, a better athlete, a better champion. But I think one person might dispute what I just said. Alessandro Del Bruno.
The main event of our following event will be Del Bruno versus Justin Sane, the Godfather versus the Night Train.
Justin doesn't even know he's here.
No idea he's here. The mind games begin already on behalf of the Godfather.
The number 1 contender to the newly won PWO Openweight champion. He kicks over the Iron Cup. He kicks over the Iron Cup.
Del Bruno is making a clear statement. He does not care for the tournament. He cares for one thing, and that is the Openweight Championship. But he will have to go through one man first, and that man is none other than the Night Train, Justin Sane. For all of us here at Pro Wrestling Ontario, my name is Nathan Savage, joining by Kingdom James.
Hey!
We will catch you all in the new year and on Foundation over on YouTube. Have a great night, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you in 2022.
Night, everybody.